Yo, so a lot of people are making type soul training videos, and I wanted to kind of put my 2 cents on it because a lot of people aren't properly quote unquote training, if that's what you want to call it. People are more so combining a few skills every now and then, and it's not really working out. They're getting cooked by their friend or whatever. This video is basically going to be a way to sort of put my insight on it since I played the game for so long and really help people, beginners, understand how to play the game. So the first thing I want to address is synergy. I think synergy in this game is very important since there might not seem like a lot. It's only your base and then your Shikai, Res, Volt, or Res. I said that twice. But it really is everything. Your weapon, your skill tree, your main abilities, everything plays into mainly what your ability will be in the game, funny enough. And what I mean by this is synergy between your weapon, your Shikai, anything is all important. If you don't have synergy, it won't work. For example, I have the katana here. I like it because it works well with my C for judgment. Now my kit is SR Keto. This doesn't pair well with really anything, especially not judgment, but I like running it, so I run it. And that brings me to my next point, which is don't listen to anybody and play the build that you like to play. There's no one build, there's no one for all build, there's no proper build. This game has so much variance because anybody can run any build they want to. So just because somebody says a build is cringe or a build is no skill doesn't mean you shouldn't run it if you like it that much. It's not good to simply change your own playstyle because other people say something is incorrect. Both of those are simply just opinions and really don't matter at the end of the day. So make sure to find synergy between things. Make sure to test things out. At the end of the day, you're just gonna lose to a couple people and then go back to what you want. Another point is mainly to try everything. There are a lot of builds in this game. There are 3 races, going to be 4. There are tons and dozens of weapons, dozens of abilities, and dozens of things that you need to know. Not only will this be beneficial for a build, but this will be beneficial in reading moves and knowing how to parry / counter them. So try every race, even try Quincy's, because I know that is something that a lot of people don't want to do, especially new players who haven't heard much about the game except for their friends saying things like Quincy K. But it is a genuinely good race that people should try. Not because they're friends or hating on them for it, but because it's a good race. It's got a good skill set with Keto. It's only have 2 shrifts, so that is something to worry about, and that might match your playstyle more. So if anything, try it out and see what it is. Reses, for example, they are a lot more aggressive since they don't have a mode to pop. You're able to do a lot more with them, more than you are with, for example, Soul Reapers. Their weapons are a lot more different too. So at the end of the day, you really just got to try what will fit best for you. If you can't find that, then honestly, you might need to go to a new game, especially with the addition of a 4th whole race in this game. There's no way that somebody won't be able to find something that they don't like. Now, to my next point, I would highly recommend not using essences. I think that essences will be sort of cheap and aren't a good way to actually learn the game. They're going to be something to help you, but you're not going to necessarily understand the game, especially when it fully comes out. You're going to be struggling against basic things. Not using essences will allow you to sort of have to learn the parry frames. And that brings me to my next point of learning how to parry. Parrying is honestly not as important as this game as other games, say Deep Woken or maybe even Rune Slayer, which surprising for its PvE, it's just lackluster of that. Whether it's small things like M1s or bigger scale things like a Grand Race Arrow, you want to be able to parry things. because a lot of moves are, like I said earlier, are going to be repetitive. You're going to see the same build because the skill tree is the same. So it's going to be difficult to parry things if you don't understand what they are. But once you play enough and once you see enough builds in the game, you're going to have a better grasp of what you're facing and what to parry. A lot of moves that I would recommend teaching yourself to parry are things like delayed crossing, floating strikes, and then when to even move away from things. For example, a specter step. There's nothing you can do about that, but a lot of people don't know if you just hold block, you can completely block everything without getting guard broken. Another thing, simply waterfall dance. It's a move that has hyper armor and cannot be interrupted, but it's very slow, and as long as you dodge or flash step away, you shouldn't have a problem being able to evade it. Lastly, watch YouTube videos. It's kind of unorthodox and doesn't really make a lot of sense, but even watching low skilled players, you learn the game through their perspective. This means that you can watch and learn from their mistakes, see how much damage things do. It gives you a third perspective of the fight. Normally, you're not watching a whole fight and looking only at your health bar or your ray bar. It's just not something that you do in the game. So looking through another YouTuber's perspective or a gameplay perspective helps you really understand what does damage, what takes damage, and then when to sort of do certain things. This allows you to really just have a basic grasp for the game, which is nice. And a lot of time through this video, you're going to see me repeat my own things. Repeat a lot of the same skills, the same setups that I'll do, and run into the same things. Watch YouTubers builds, get guide videos, even get build ideas. Anything will help, especially since the game's not even released at the moment. So once again, to reiterate, find synergy, find weak points in your build and fix it with your kit, your abilities, weapon even maybe. It's just a game, and as long as you're winning and having fun, who really cares? So yeah, make sure to leave a comment if this helped and say what build you're playing in the new Hellverse update.